Okay, so and we're live. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tarot Page Philippines. My name is Iro. So for today, we're going to do the weekly horoscope for our water elemental people who are in the house of Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So let's start off with Scorpio. So as mentioned, or as I've observed, there are a lot of people who their main concern is about general readings. Okay, let me just note it down. And also some of them are concerned about their financial or finances, which also covers um, the part of the career. Okay. And lastly, the other concern that most people have is about their love life. So just to advise you, so while we're shuffling the cards, that these are all for guidance. That we still have our own free will. Don't forget to utilize it. So if the readings will resonate to you, or it may not resonate to you, you may take note of the advice that the cards will be providing to us. So just be sure that you will be able to take it as a guidance, not as your final authority. So if you're also new to the channel, would like to invite you to please subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to hit the like the bell button. So whenever we go live or we upload new videos, you will be notified immediately by YouTube. And don't forget to share as well the video to your friends and family so they can also receive inspiration and guidance, which is one of the main factors that why we're doing this. Okay. So let me just shuffle the cards for you. For right now, we're going to do for Scorpio. Okay. So we're going to cover for their general, also for their financial, and for their financial and career, and also for their love life. Now, we're also going to check what will be the message of the universe for each of those aspects for you guys, okay? Okay, so we're starting with the water elementals. So let me just check the cards first. Here we go. Great, cool. So we have here the cards. So what we have here for general readings are the Nine of Wands. We also have here the Hangman, also the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and lastly the card of the Moon. Later on, I'm going to provide as well um, the message of the universe using the last card that we have. So I might be able to respond to your real-time chats because we'll be providing readings because we do have 12 zodiac signs to cover. Okay, so let's start. For the general reading, the Nine of Wands. So in general, nine is a number of almost completion, and wands is a symbol of fire. While the Hangman, on the other hand, talks about enlightenment and seeing things from a different perspective. The Four of Pentacles talks about leadership, and it also talks about the Pentacles talks about the earth, symbolizing anything that is in the physical realm. The Seven of Wands, seven talks about wisdom, while Wands talks about also the passions and the energies, and the Moon talks about illusion and also light in the they also provide light in the darkness. Now, what is a general reading for our family who are with or our friends who are in the house of Scorpio? So right now, although that you feel that everything is falling apart for this week, you will be given a chance for you to be able to cope up of what will be happening. What do we mean by that? You need to first make sure that you're able to look at things from a different perspective. It's just like the saying, if life gives you lemons, some will be just crying over it, while some will be doing what they're going to do is they're going to make lemonade. So if the card, let's say, or what other people does, if the glass is if you put water in a glass, some people will look at it as not full, but right now what you need to do, Scorpio, is to look at it in a point that it is almost full, or a little more nudge that you will be able to have it in a full the glass will be full. So don't let the situation dictate how you will be seeing reality. You will be the one who will need to dictate what will be your reality. You will be the one who will be the creator at this point for this week. You need to make sure that you will be in the position where you will be able to take authority, because once you look at things from your own from a different perspective, just like the hangman who's looking at it from that upside down point of view and seeing the whole world from a different point of view, you will be able to take authority at this for this week, an authority that you will be able to help not just yourself but also those people that you would like to help, because that is your sole purpose. You would like to be a source of strength for those people who are around you. So what you will need to do is to make sure that you take hold of it. Be sure that you are able also to take head of those advices from those people who you think are not capable of giving you advice, because the universe can talk to us in different ways. Especially the universe have different has this way of playing around with incidents where people will be brought to your life, or the universe will be giving people who you think is not capable or who is not in any position to help you or to reprimand you or to give you advice. However, those are the people that the universe will be bringing your who will be allowing you to cross their path, because the universe also wants to teach you how to be humble. So the card of the moon talks about that you need to destroy this week, this coming week. You will be destroying all of your illusions. You need to remove all of what you think you believe in to be right about yourself. You will need to see everybody as well, not just the situation, from a different point of view. If you need to stop for a moment to breathe in and relax, then you need to do that. Do it as well, because that will be the this week will be the best opportunity for you to make that turn. Don't do a 360 degrees, because you'll be going back to the same position that you are. Do a 180 degrees. Turn around. Look at things from a different perspective. Because right now, the universe is giving you, Scorpio, this opportunity to have a change in your thinking, in your mindset, in how you perceive things. That will be the best option you will need to do, or this option is available for you right now for those in Scorpio. So don't let it go to waste, because it's a very very crucial week for you right now. Now the message of the universe for you is the Queen of Wands. What you will need to do right now, the card or the universe is saying, is that the queen is a symbol, or the queen is the older female energy, while the pentacles is the symbol of the earth, anything that is in the physical realm. Right now, you need to do is to look at things both from a motherly or a um, parental point of view. The card is advising, or the Queen of Pentacles is advising, that you will need to balance both what you know, what you're doing, with elegance. What do you mean by that? Because if you're going to, if your card, or the message of the universe, what it's saying right now is that if you think that if you're thinking about getting better or going higher in terms of your personal in different aspects, let's say the physical or financial, or in career, or in your relationships, what you will need to do is not just think about it, but you need to act on it, and you also need to live with it. So that is what the universe is advising you right now in general, Scorpio. So you will need to make that change. It's a very crucial week for you right now, I must say. So let's see what will be the that is for the general reading of Scorpio. So this will be a very lengthy live, because right now we're going to cover for the finances of the Scorpio. We're not yet done, Scorpio. So we're going to check while we shuffle the cards. So while I'm shuffling, I'd like to invite you to, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also hit the bell notification. And later on, we will be providing as well the timestamps for the readings of each of those signs. We'll be doing this on a weekly basis, so it will be alive, so you can get the message real time. But if given, I'll try to create the video prior, and we're going to have it uploaded as soon as possible. Okay. So for the finances and also for your career, Scorpio. Okay. So we have here the cards for you. Hmm. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, so Scorpio, now let's go to your financial status or your financial advice for this coming week from our cards. So we have here the Two of Pentacles. We also have here the card of the Hermit. Let me get that card there. Card of the Hermit. We also have here the Ten of Wands and also the Temperance. And lastly, we also have the Hierophant. So what is the advice of the cards to you, Scorpio, when it comes to your financial status right now? Very simple. You know what you need to buy, when to buy, and how to buy it. What do you mean by that? Don't this is the best week for you to kindly double check on how you balance all your finances or your career. What is more important? How do you do things? How do you perceive? Which is important that you need to, well, everything is important for you right now for this coming week. However, what you will need to double check right now is which one you will need to first put your attention or your resources or your time to, because not all of them needs to be addressed immediately. Some of them needs to can be done on the latter part, while some of them needs to be addressed immediately, while some can be, well, you could provide a minor help or to patch it up, but eventually you will need to focus or realign yourself financially and in your career, which is providing you a better opportunity and which one is also not who is dragging you down. If the opportunity right now is not yet that is not yet that supportive to you, you need to double check if it's really where you should be. Now, the card of the Hermit is also saying that within this week there will be a lot of things that will be offered to you, will be shown to you, Scorpio. So there will be some times that you will need to look at it as if that it is a brand new, it will like be a brand new, because it will be as secrets will be open to you. So with this, a new doors will be opened as well, so meaning you will have some opportunities that you will need to make sure to, going back to the first card, to balance, because not all of those opportunities will be for you. Some of them will just be distractions. So um my if the opportunity, let's say, is too good to be true but it's not aligning to your consciousness, or your heart is telling you otherwise, then go back to the first card. You need to balance it. Number two is a number of partnership and balance. So you need to balance it. If you need a little bit of time to think about it, then let's let it happen, so that you will be able to make sure that you will have the capacity to properly pick those opportunities or make decisions that will be very crucial in your finances and in your career, so that you will be able to know which one is for you. Because the good thing about it is that your card, or the last card for the finances, which is the card of the Hero Fund, which is the spirituality, will help you in go will help your consciousness, will help you, or your intuitions, your your heart will help you, or your higher self will help you in making those decisions, because your intuition will be very prominent today or in this coming week. So try to listen to it, but because that will help you in balancing those decisions when it comes to your finances. Again, not all the opportunities that will be provided to you, that will be shown, will be for you. Some of them are distractions. So you need to make sure that you follow your instincts and intuition to have a balance finances and career. for this week, this coming week. Okay. So I hope that will be helping you, Scorpio, when it comes to your finances and your career. Lastly, so we have done that for Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, we're going to check right now for your love life. So when we say love life, we're not just looking at the the sweet that boy girl relationships or that those kinds of relationship. But when you say love life, we will cover everything from relationship with yourself, with your family, with your co-workers, the whole 9 yards. So any type of relationships will be covered at this point. Okay, so while I'm shuffling the cards, if you're new to the channel, I'm also inviting you to please subscribe to us. So by that's your way of showing your love to us, and click on like on this video. And don't forget to share it as well, guys. So because you will never know, the next person that you're sharing this video, the videos to, will be able to help them to get encouragement and inspiration. Okay. Okay, so let's check for your relationships. We're not going to call it as love life. We're going to call it as relationships. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Huh. Looks like nice cards, but it's not that nice and some aspect here. Okay, so what would we have here? So for relationship cards of Scorpio, we have here the Four of Cups. We have again the Hangman. We have right now the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and lastly the Two of Pentacles. So we're going to read it as a whole. So right now, Scorpio, actually, it's not that you are not really looking in further developing those relationships that you have right now with people. However, what a good thing about that is you are in the point that you would like to go back to your inner self and assess the relationships that you have right now. Actually, you're doing this because you're trying to divert it into the financial part of your being. So it's a good thing, but don't do it too much. Okay, anything that is too much is also not good. So just like the Four of Pentacles, that you're letting go of your emotions, um, may it be negative or positive, you're releasing it so that you can breathe easily. That's what you need. That's what you will be needing to do right now for this coming week, so that you will have a fresh perspective. If the relationships that you have right now, is it really benefiting both parties, or is it a one-way relationship? So when you say relationship again, guys, we're talking about everything, okay? So once you have done that in this coming week, that could help you in getting further inspiration. This inspiration in your relationships will help you open up new doors, which will also in turn, this is really good for you, Scorpio. This will in turn allow you to have better financial stability. So the relationship right now, if you have Scorpio, is actually is gearing towards you building those relationship, building new bridges, and unfortunately burning some bridges um, that is not really that helping you, because you will really need to set into balance, because Scorpio, since you're a water sign, emotions is very powerful influence in the house of Scorpio. So you will really need to balance. So going back again to the general reading, if I remembered correctly, you will need to balance as well your emotions, because it's a little bit shaky. The good thing that you need to do is to let it go, allow your emotions to let go first, maybe negative or positive, so that once everything is cleared, that will give you a fresh perspective on how you will be able to look at things. Okay, so that is the readings we have for Scorpio. Okay, so we're going to go towards right now towards Cancer, the house of Cancer. Okay, sorry guys, I'm not able to. I'm able to read your live comments, so I'm sorry, but I cannot. I'm unable to respond to it because this will be a live for reading, so we could maximize the time. Okay, so while we're shuffling the cards again, these are all guidance. We still have our own free will. Maximize it, and it may or may not resonate to you, the readings that we have. However, allow yourself to look into the advices that the cards are providing, because there is still wisdom to it. And also, if you're new to the channel, we're inviting you to kindly subscribe and also click on the bell notification, so that whenever we go live or we upload new videos, you can get an update. Okay? Okay, so Cancer. Let's see right now what are your cards, and also for general reading first, and what is okay, the message of the universe. Oh, so I have your cards now. Okay, so let's go forward, Cancer. So what we have here are the following. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the card of Justice. We have the Eight of Cups. And lastly, we have here the Ten of Pentacles. So what's a general reading for our friends who are in the House of Cancer? Okay, so right now you're really moving a lot. There's a lot of a lot of movements will be happening in this coming week. Maybe well, actually it's more on the emotional part that the movements will be happening. But there's this you will be driven to a movement right in this coming week that will allow you to open yourself to a higher level of emotional stability or happiness. It may help, that happiness might cause some people uh, to be envious of your status, because well, it's a crab mentality. A lot of people are doing that, but um don't let it get the best of you, because if you allow your emotions to be affected, which is a strong component or a strong force in the house of Cancer, because they're also under the water sign, that could cause you some that too much strong emotions may cause you to make improper or wrong decisions. These wrong decisions will affect your financial capacity. So you will need to make sure that every movement that you do, you need to ride the wave. Ride the wave. Make sure that your happiness will not be dictated by those people who are around you. Because if that or it will not be affected by those criticisms, those negative feedbacks. Because if it does, it will really put a toll on you, and the problem will be starting from the inside, and then it will affect your outside environment. Excuse me. It will affect your outside environment, which in turn will affect your decision making, especially when it comes to the financial or to the finances that you have. It Because if you're going to listen to them, they will be the one to dictate your next move, your next step, which is no, it shouldn't happen, because you are the one who should be dictating your own happiness and your own enjoyment. Well, they could make comments, because everybody is allowed to say what they want, but don't let them bother you, Cancer. Let them say what they want, so let them be. I almost cursed. Sorry. So, what is the message of the universe for you, Cancer? It is the Three of Pentacles. Three is a number of communication, while Pentacles is symbol of the earth. Anything that is physical. So, what is it the message of the universe in general, in correlation or in connection with the first five cards? Yeah, a lot of movement is happening, But in every movement, you don't need to tell them what is it you're doing. Because it is a trade secrets that you will be learning in the next week. It's something that the universe will be teaching you on how to maximize the possibility of opening yourself to further blessings. The blessings may come in different forms, but this will be a trade secret that in the house of that the universe will be teaching in the house of Cancer. So sometimes you will just need to tell it to yourself, or sometimes you just need to zip it up and don't share it. Why? Because these secrets are only provided to the House of Cancer, which will help them in making sure that they will be able to be in the game, or they could be a game changer so that they will be able to go ahead and make themselves feel better, because the universe wants that to happen to the House of Cancer. So this will be a week that you will it will be better not that you will be a little bit quiet, or you will not indulge in telling them what is what you're thinking or what's happening, because some of them might just be a copycat with regards to what's happening to you, which, well, if they do that, it may take effect on them, but not too much with Cancer, because this is specifically designed for the House of Cancer. So right now will be a good time for you to be quiet and just perform what you need to do, understand the lessons that the universe will be teaching you in this week. Okay, so let's see for your finances, Cancer. This will be a lengthy live, I tell you. But it's a good read. We have good readings. Well, I hope for all signs it will be a good week. I'm hoping as well. Okay, so let's see. Let's get the cards for Cancer for in terms of finances. Okay, Cancer. Hmm. Oh, nice. Okay. Looks like I think there's a trend when it comes to the water elemental signs. Okay, so finances, the career for Cancer. We have here the card of the Devil. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the card of the Ace of Swords. There. We have the card of the Strength. There. And also the Seven of Cups. There. Sorry, you can control the camera. Okay, so Cancer, how is your finances this coming week? Well, one thing's for sure, it's a good it could affect your emotion. It will be a roller coaster ride, because there are things that you will be learning when it comes to the finances and career that it's a little bit off the record. Why? Because you will be, how do you say this in a nice way? There's a lot of hidden truth. Okay, let's go direct to the point. Lies will be exposed this week in terms of the finances and the careers. May it be a minor or a small or a major lie, but regardless, it may be a white lie or brown lie, however you want to put it into perspective, but regardless, it is still a lie. So that will come to you, those realities or the truth will come to you in ways that you are not yet, well, in ways that it will come that you're not really asking for it, but the universe will be the one to open it to you and make the changes, or open the um, will open that reality to you. You will be placed in certain situations or in certain conversations that you will be able to find what is the truth, because there will be contradictions of what has happened in the past, what was reported versus to what they're telling right now. So that will really happen right now, and that could cause some emotional. Well, it could cause pain emotionally, because regardless of lies or betrayals, I could look at it as a betrayal. So You will don't let them just like what the general reading card says. Don't let them. Don't react immediately. Don't react immediately. Use those as a way for you. Just hold it first. Use it as a way for you to have an idea of your next step. Basically, the universe is a little bit concerned to you, concerned with you right now, Cancer, on what's happening for you in this coming week. So take it first into yourself. If don't share it yet, hold it by your hand or just place it somewhere, maybe in your head, but don't share it with other people because that will be your greatest weapon and your greatest strength. Because you will be, since you have an idea of what is it that they're not telling you, or what is it that they're only telling the half truth, that will be your edge because you will have an idea of what they're doing, but they don't know that you know it. You know what I mean, right? So that will be your edge right now in your finances and your career for you to make the proper movements. It may cause you some pain, so but because you're a water sign element, it may cause you some emotional pain, but don't let it get into you. Just use what you have learned wisely, and this will help you in getting into the game and getting ahead of those who have, let's say, let's put it in a nice word, who does not have a good intention towards you, Cancer. Okay? So just looks like Cancer, the universe is really concerned with your emotions right now, with the gifts that is being given or bestowed to your house. Okay, so let's go towards right now. The card for the relationships of Cancer. Looks like I'll be on YouTube the whole day because we have 12 signs. 12 times 3, that's 36 readings. Don't forget, we will have also later on the pick a card. We're going to do it live as well. And of course, I'll be taking some break later. Okay, so Cancer. What is the message of the universe or the cards for you this coming week when it comes to your relationships? So again, when you say relationships, we're not just talking about romantic relationships, we're also talking about your relationship with yourself, your family, your friends, loved ones, the whole, even your pets. That is also a relationship with your creator, your higher consciousness, the whole 9 yards. Okay. So let's try to check. What are the cards for you right now, Cancer, in terms of your relationships? We have here the Seven of Wands, and also the Five of Cups. Okay. We have here the Empress, the Nine of Swords, and also the card of the Sun. Okay. So let's take it. I'm not sure if it will be a warning, but let me read the cards right now. Okay, the seven, let's just give a quick gel meaning. So seven is the number of wisdom, while wands is a symbol of fire for our passions and energies. So number five, in numerology is the number of action or expression. It's also number of adventure, and also cups, symbol of water, anything about the heart. So the Empress is about the feminine side or the motherhood, or she's also the creator because she's the one who gives birth to the mother's the one who gives birth to children. Nine is a number of almost perfection or the higher level of change. Haha, you're getting, I think some of you have an idea already when it comes to the relationship. While Swords is a symbol of the air, anything about the mind. And the Sun talks about bright new beginnings. Okay, so Cancer, a lot of you might experience a sudden shift in your emotions and also in your relationship with other people, because going back as well to the other reading a while ago, I think it's connected to the finances, that once you know what is the reality, what is the truth, it will, yeah, it will really give you additional wisdom, additional knowledge on what you will need to do. But that could also cause you some actions to it will cause you to make some drastic actions by cutting off a lot of people. So I will not judge you on that because that is your decision. But just be sure to be balanced about it. On how you're going to, is it a sudden distance with those people, or you will be doing a step by step, or also balance if those people that you'll be cutting off, because if you do that, then there's no turning back. So that's another thing you need to think about it. But be sure also to ask or seek the advice of those people who you see as like parental models or as mentors. Those are the ones that you will be needing to go to at this point. So it could be your, let's say, your parents, or your best friend, somebody who is capable of, that you are capable of trusting, because you might seclude yourself too much from other people, because there is a chance that your emotions can be devastated in the process, and that could be a drastic thing to do in terms of relationship. So the card, this middle card is advising that you need to make sure that if you cannot handle your emotions, find somebody like a mother figure or a mentor, or somebody who is, let's say we could call, who is emotionally matured to be the shoulder that you could lean on for a moment. You have the option if you'd like to tell what you really feel or what you found out. But this people or this person that you will be um who will be there to be your the shoulder to lean on, actually does not need to know the exact story, because they could feel how you feel, Cancer. So it's up to you if you want to tell them what you feel. It's up to you, but be sure to be balanced in what you're telling. But right now, you will need that support in your relationship when you make those decisions. Okay. So I hope, Cancer, that the cards were able to help you on the advices of the cards. Now let's move forward to the next house, or to the next sign, Pisces. Okay. So let me go ahead and shuffle the cards for Pisces. So while I'm doing that, if you're new to the channel, I'd like to invite you to click on the show us your love. Click on the subscribe button and also the bell notification. So whenever we upload new videos or we go live, um, they will be able to you will be able to get notifications from us. And don't forget also to like the video and share with your friends, because you can never can say if the next person that you're sharing the video to will be the message that we are giving through the cards can help them get through. Okay, because it's very important today. We need more positivity right now around the world. So let's start sharing positivity and good words to a lot of people. Okay. Okay. So right now this will be for the reading for Pisces. So, one more shuffle. So we're going to do first a general reading for Pisces, and also what is the message of the universe for you, Pisces. I'm sorry, it's just getting along in my throat if we're talking too much. Okay. Okay. So we have your card. So Pisces, these are the cards that you have right now for your general reading. We have here the Page of Cups. We have the card of the Judgment. We also have the Knight of Swords. Oh, we have also the Four of Wands and also the Seven of Pentacles. So, what is the message of the card for you today? So, let me check here. Let me just pull up your the message. Okay. So, this is what we have right now. The Page of Cups. So, let's give it a general meaning as well. That the Page of Cups, cups is symbol of the emotions or the water, anything about the emotions in the heart. Well, cup symbolizes, I'm sorry, page is the younger female energy of the card. Now, judgment is some, and basically, it's something lost made alive and something, or something alive made lost. Knight is the move card of movement. So the sword symbolizes anything about the mind, anything about the intellect as well. And also four is the number of leadership. One is a symbol of fire, passions, and the energies. Seven is the number of wisdom. Pentacle symbol of the earth, anything that is physical or anything our five senses can look into. So, what is the message of the universe to you for child reading right now, Pisces? Now, Pisces, I know. Well, there's a trend. As everything is going towards emotions, maybe it's the retrograde planets that's causing it. Okay, so Pisces right now, there is this you're starting to have a feeling that there are things that there's a certain fear that is growing inside you that you're questioning if you are in the right position, if what you're doing right now is what is it really good for you, or is it really what you need to do. But you will need to think that the universes did not open those opportunities for you so that you will be placed in a position that you will be on the losing side. The universe always think your emotions right now is a little bit of in a roller coaster ride. So there's this, your mind is telling you to do this, but your emotion is trying to pull you back. So don't let it happen. Control your emotions. Those are the emotions that you're feeling that you don't trust yourself that much, but there's a lot of people around you who have been supported in this week. A lot of people will be supporting you, will be cheering for you. The universe will give you reasons to continue the fight. So one of the good things that the this coming week will be happening is those people or those events that is causing you to have a negative emotion or a negative idea about yourself, it will be diminished. It will be removed by the universe along your way. So this coming week, so you can expect um, certain things to be removed from your path, and people will, some of them will just suddenly, or they will suddenly just disappear for it could be permanent or for a moment. But this is the way of the universe of allowing you to gain control of yourself so that you could move forward. It's time for you to move forward right now, Pisces, because there's a lot of things in store for you that you have not yet taken, because the universe wants you to take hold of these blessings or the opportunities that is in front of you. However, it is you who it's you who you're who is stopping you from doing it because of those fears, and these fears or these insecurities or these negative thoughts or negative emotions is being fueled by those people around you. So the universe will be doing something about it, don't worry, and those people will be, wow, will be removed for you. So looks like the universe is really making some changes in the house of the element of water for our friends there. So there's a, like, there's a trail, or there's everything is happening right now, or changes are really happening right now, which is a good thing. So right now, move forward. You know what you want, you know what you need to do. Um, then move forward. It's a good thing as well. You'll be given some people who will be there. These people actually, those once the universe removes those people that are causing you negative emotions, there will be those that will be given to you in a position. They are in a position. It could be in a leadership position or somebody that you respect. There will be the universe will be opening those communications to them as well, or the relationship will be revived or will be built. They will be a little bit rough on you, but those are the trainings that's how they will train you to make your emotions stronger, because they will be helping in diminishing that fear, and for you to be able to take hold of that fear, they will help you in going much and making sure that your emotion will be matured to be strong enough so that you will be able to fulfill what you will need to do. It's a good week for you because Seven of Pentacles, seven is a number of wisdom. Those people that will be given in a form of a leadership, they will be there to help you. Always listen to them, or don't take what they're saying or what they're doing negatively. So look at it as a training ground that they're doing, because once you go higher, you will be more exposed. People will see you. They will be, well, a lot of people are judgmental. So I mean, everybody's judgmental. No one is excluded from that. But you will be able to further handle it with grace and also with etiquette. So don't neglect those teachings that they will be telling you. They might tell you to do something, but eventually, what they're asking, they may be rough in how they handle you, but that's how it is. For you to be able to get a diamond, to produce a perfect diamond, it needs to go to a rough stage, but eventually the end results will be so alluring and so beautiful. So you will need to make sure you listen to those people that the universe will be placing in your life in this coming week, who will be helping you in leveling up. Now, the message of the universe for you is the Knight of Wands. Now, knight is symbol. Wands is symbol of passion, and also wands. I'm sorry, knight. It's the younger male entity, or the younger male energy of the card. Well, actually, knights as well. In some research talks about movements. So it's a nice message actually. So, what is the message of the universe for you, Pisces, right now? Is that there's this as everything falls into right place, as you take into consideration, or you learn from what the message of the universe is telling you from the first general reading. This will open you to a new door for you to be able to do what you would really love to do. It will give you the opportunity for you to go ahead and step by step open yourself to the possibility that you are a fighter, that you are more stronger than who you think you are. There is a strength in you, Pisces, that within this week that the universe will be awakening. That will be that, I'm not sure if the proper term for it is the crisis management leadership, but it will open that if that's what it is, that you can make proper decisions in the nick of a time, um, and also make the right ones without letting your emotions get the best of you. Then that is the message of the universe that will be taught to you. It's a good thing that well, looks like the universe is really concerned with our friends in the water element. So you will need to make sure that you will follow this message to you. So you learn from it. So how do you learn from it? Going back to the other card, you will need to make sure that you are going to listen to whatever, or take note, or take into your heart the teachings, the what will that will be shared to you by those people that the universe will be placing into your life this week. Okay. So I hope that journal reading for you will help. Now, let's check when it comes to your finances, Pisces. Haha. Looks like the universe is really concerned with a lot of people, and the people in the water elements. Okay, so we just shot take it first. So I'm inviting you guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, and share it to your friends as well, and so that we could spread more positivity in this world. Okay. Finances. Okay, so we have here your cards, Pisces, for your finances. We have here the Five of Pentacles. We also have here the Ten of Pentacles. Also the Four of Swords. And also the card of the Hierophant. And the card of Strength. Okay, so the finances right now, what is the message of the universe? So, or the message of the universe when it comes to your finances and to your career. So right now, five, as mentioned a while ago, it's the number of adventure or also the number of action. Well, Pentacle symbolizes the earth, anything physical. So 10 is also the number of perfection or the end of the cycle. Now, four in numerology is the number of leadership, and also it could mean also the number of creation. Also sometimes it means order. Now, the Hierophant is a spiritual leader or the Pope, while the card of strength from the name itself, strength. Okay, so the finances is a little bit shaky actually for this week because there's a lot of adjustments that will be happening right now in terms of your finances. So you just need to make sure that you will be able to make proper decisions, not because of what you are feeling right now, but what you will need to do. That means that you will need to, if needed, to write down what should be prioritized first versus what is not should be prioritized. Please do that because that will help you in making sure that you'll be on the right track. Because right now, you could see in your cards that you're a little bit emotionally off the record. So if you're kinda in the limbo and this coming week that you might be hitting the meter on the left side or on the right side. So it will be for the finances because your emotions is a little bit on a roller coaster ride right now. So you will need to make sure that although the blessings are really there, you will need to make sure that you will not be lax as well. That okay, I got it, I'm good. No, don't do that. Be sure that you still focus on what you will need to do or what is it your next step because that possible quick rest might result into further longer rest, which could result into idleness, which could result in the loss of your blessings. So don't let it take hold of you. Priority. If you need to schedule things, do so. If you need to do a planner or whatnot, or whichever will be advisable for you, or you prefer Pisces, do it because that will be the one that will be better for you. And also, the card of the Hierophant is advising that sometimes too much help is too it's really bad. So sometimes you need to say no as well in this coming week. Not all of those people that will be asking for help or will be showing that they need help should you that you should extend your assistance. No, sometimes you will need to be selfish for a moment. Why? Because it will once you give what you have, how could you nurture yourself or how could you make yourself grow? It's just like you have let's say you have three pieces of seeds. If you're going to give it to somebody, that will you will be helping that person at that point. However, you will not be able to produce more fruits from that seed. So it's just like an ideology like give a man a fish, you'll feed that person for a day, but teach the man how to fish, you will be feeding them for a lifetime. You will need to right now in your finances, you will need right now to say no because that is your weakness sometimes that if people will tell you about how bad their day was or how they're feeling right now, that their bank account is on the verge of being closed or they have debts or whatnot, stop for a moment. You will need to assess, is it really that time for you to help or not? Because not all of them should you should be extending your assistance. You should learn the word no. You should learn how to use it a little bit more often because you're not using it. It's very sad because you have a big heart, Pisces, so it's really hard for you to say no. But right now, it's something the universe will be teaching you that you should learn to use more often. Okay. Now, let's see for your relationship reading. Okay. So for relationship, so as we advised a while ago, we're going to repeat it again. When you say relationship readings, we're talking about anything, all types of relationship, be it be romantic, platonic, be a philos type of relationship. So or agape type of relationship. It encompasses all type of relationships. Okay. So guys, if somebody there can help me with the timestamp for each of the readings, please comment it later so I could update the description so it will be easier for everybody to jump in directly to their sign if necessary. Okay. So let's see. We have right now. So for relationship card reading. Okay, so we have here. So we have the Five of Cups, the card of the Hermit. Oh, that's it. There's a lot of later. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. We also have here the Six of Swords and the Four of Wands. Okay, so what is your relationship reading right now at this point? Now, five, as mentioned a while ago, it's a number of action for you. So there's a lot of emotional activities that will be going on this week. Maybe because it's been inspired by the for the finance and also the general reading a while ago. But there's a lot of activity that you will need to do. There's a lot of outbursts and emotions this coming week, and also outbursts with relationships. But again, don't let it control you. Pisces, please. I cannot stress it out more. Why you said you need to um, take hold of your emotions because again, I'm not sure if it's the same reading that we have a while ago because you have right now things are coming into light. So that's the least I could say when it comes to your relationship. So there's a lot of additional information that you will know or information that you should have known before that will be a little bit exposed for you. Other people, it's really hard to use the right words. So there are things that it will be exposed right now that will take a little bit of a toll in your relationship with other people. So don't let it show. I know it's hard for you Pisces to hide your emotions. You're a little bit showy, but this will be a nice time for you to learn how to just zip it and smile if you've learned something. So just like the Queen of Pentacles, who is very concerned about the physical output or the physical, let's say, physical being. So this smile will be a good response for the moment, but that will give you the ample time or it will save you from possible confrontations with your relationship, and that will also give you a good way it's a good way for you to make decisions because number six actually is a number of harmony. So it's also a number the number of reaction and protection, while the swords is a symbol of the symbol of the air, anything about the mind. So because you are a little bit of all the water elemental signs, you're far most the most emotional because you're the one who's always indulged. I mean, fishes are always in the water compared to Scorpio and Cancer, who are scorpions and who are crabs. So you as your sign is a fish, so you're more in tune with the water. So you're always surrounded. It's a little bit hard, but it will be the best opportunity for you to control it, learn from it, because once you're able to take hold of it, that will give you the edge in making the right decision if you will really need to still trust the person because that's one of your main issues lately. But in this week, it will also give you, it will teach you if you could still trust the person or not, or if you need to level down the trust that you are providing the person, or you need to open up a new relationship or build a new bridge with a different person because it's hard for you to trust or to believe what they're saying or they're not or what they're doing because this week will be a lot of contradictions that what they're saying is contradicting to what they're doing, which the universe will expose so that you can use it for your own benefits as well, Pisces. So Pisces, looks like you're in for a rough week due to your emotions, but don't let it get the best of you. Just always remember that you are in control of your emotions because you're the master of the ship and you're the captain of the soul. Okay, so we have completed the readings for our friends who are in the house or in the under the element of the water. So we have also covered Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Again, this is just for your guidance. You still have your own free will. It may or may not resonate to you, but regardless, there are wisdoms that were given to us in the process. Kindly take hold of it and apply it in your life so that you will be able to get the most of it. So thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to the channel, again, I'm inviting you to click the subscribe button and also the bell notification. And don't forget to share it with your friends as well and your family because the next person that you will be sharing it to might need that inspiration or that guidance we are providing through the use of the tarot cards. You've been with me. My name is Airo. We'll be going right now later on to cover for our friends in the other elements. So thank you so much for staying with me. I'll see you in a while. God bless and namaste. Thank you.